My name is Grace Tyler, Marketing Assistant for the Mac Kids School and Library team, and my May staff pick is Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. I chose this book because it is one of my favorite of all time reads with 5-star reviews. Tomi Adeyemi, West African inspired fantasy duet and instant #1 New York Times bestseller, conjures a world of magic and danger, perfect for fans of Lee Bardugo and Sabah Tahir. Zeely accidentally unlocks her magic. Now she races against time to free magic for everyone. It is a perfect summer read because it talks about the struggles of race, class, and oppression faced by the main characters that are uniquely situated in the world of the narrative, but reflects powerful themes that resonate strongly in modern times.
Hi, my name is Kristen Luby, Senior Marketing Manager for the Mac Kids School and Library team, and my May staff pick is Let's Do Everything and Nothing by Taiwanese American illustrator Julia Kuo. When you open this picture book, you will immediately understand why I chose this as my staff pick. The artwork is simply stunning. Bursting with vibrant color, these breathtaking landscapes will transport readers from the tallest mountains to the deepest oceans. This is a sweet story about the loving relationship between a child and their caregiver. Together, they can do anything and everything, but sometimes doing nothing at all is the best way to spend time together. A perfect read aloud for story time or bedtime, this book celebrates sharing incredible adventures together, as well as the quiet moments a family spends together at home. I was already a fan of Julia's art from her illustrations in the picture book I Dream of Popo by Livia Blackburn, but in her author illustrator debut, Let's Do Everything and Nothing, Julia Kuo has once again shown that she is an incredible talent and a star on the rise.
Hello, my name is Mary Van Aken, and today I have the absolute pleasure of book talking my May staff pick, Moonwalking by Zetta, Elliott, and Lynn Miller Lackman, which is on sale now. With 4 out of 4-star reviews, this middle grade novel in verse is one of our most critically acclaimed books of the year. Zetta and Lynn's masterpiece of a novel unfolds in 1980s Brooklyn, and this book is a study in perfectly capturing a time and place. The story centers Pai Velez, a Puerto Rican and Congolese kid who loves math, history, and art, and who spends a lot of his time caring for his mother who has a mental illness. And JJ Pankowski, one of the only white kids at JJ and Pai's school whose family has been suddenly relocated following his father's participation in an air traffic controller strike. What follows is one of the most nuanced, moving bonds between friends I've seen in a middle grade novel. Their love of art and music brings them together, but a run-in with the police that further underlines the racial tension running beneath the surface threatens to upend everything. But you don't have to take my word for it. Kirkus calls it a stellar, hauntingly beautiful narrative, and Publishers Weekly says it's a tender, engrossing tribute to art and close interpersonal bonds that explores themes of neurodivergence, mental health, and institutional prejudice. This is one middle grade novel that you cannot miss this year. Hand this to fans of Jason Reynolds, Jacqueline Woodson, or anyone who understands the healing power of art.
Hi all, it's Elise, the Mac Kids School and Library Marketing Coordinator. My May staff pick is How to Money, Your Ultimate Visual Guide to the Basics of Finance by Jean Chotsky, Catherine Tuggle, and the Her Money team. Illustrated by Nina Cosford. If you haven't heard about How to Money, this is a can't miss for every teen in your life and also maybe for yourself. I have a background in high school education, and it was astounding the amount of kids that would come up to me and ask a question about budgeting or scholarships or how much a salary could even be. Most of my high school students had jobs, but they didn't always know what to do with their money besides spend it. This book is an excellent visual guide with a bunch of cute and colorful graphics that will help you understand just what it means to have money, why it's important to invest and save your money, and what expenses might be a surprise after you move out on your own. I think one of my favorite parts of the book is about how to get an apartment when you're ready, what is a lease, and why it's important to read through it are big components to having new freedom. And if no one coached you on how to do any of this, it might be a good idea to give this to a young adult in your life to get them prepped early.
Hello, I'm Molly Ellis, and I am so excited to share my May staff pick, When You Call My Name by Tucker Shaw. This is a debut YA novel about 2 gay teens whose paths intertwine in New York City during the height of the HIV and AIDS epidemic. This is a book that truly contains multitudes. It's as heartbreaking as you might expect given the subject matter, but it's never grim. Instead, it somehow manages to leave you feeling actually hopeful. And while I struggle to think of the 90s as a historical era, this book is a true period piece that nails all the little details of day-to-day life that makes you feel like you have stepped back in time. Plus, there are numerous musical references that would make a great playlist, everything from Vogue to Pump Up the Jam. When You Call My Name is also an unabashed love letter to New York City and the wild mix of people who make up its fabric. Given the vividness with which the time period and setting are depicted, there's a lot about this book that feels highly specific, but there's also a lot that feels universal. This is a coming-of-age story, a story about first heartbreak, and like so much of the best YA, it's a moving friendship story and a tribute to the power of found family. I love it so much, and I hope that you will too.